Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Geeking Out. I'm yours truly, the Nate Yeah, guys. I was like running out of time because if I miss the window for the live stream entering for Facebook, then the Facebook Live won't work. So I had to. If that happened, then I have to redo the entire thing. Um, so a lot of things occurred today. We had a few people had to call out. They had dad issues and work issues. So, but today I have a new guest. I wonder. Hopefully, everybody is hearing me. Um, I got my buddy here, Don Prime. He's also a one of the moderators of Geeking Out Cafe. You guys seen him post and comment and whatsoever. I'm gonna bring him in, so hopefully his audio works. So let's see what happens. Don,
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, good.
Can you see me? Can I hear you? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I gotta grab my speaker. It's downstairs.
All right, cool. So I hope everybody's doing all right today. I was hoping to get Adam, of course, and Rocky Funko in because they had a lot of big news they wanted to share. Okay, I can hear the echo. Okay, so I can hear myself. All right, I'm getting a lot of hits here. Now actually. Okay. People are asking what time you're going live. Now actually. All right. So let's see who we got here. Okay, we got 18 people. Okay, Toy Mafia, Noble Young, Be Real, Lewis. What's up, guys? Maz, Toy Box. I thought it started at 9. No, it starts at 8:30. Nah, Maz, it starts at 8:30, man. That's what I'm trying to do. Maintain the 8:30 time. All right, so we got everybody here. Okay, Pokehan. Is it too late to enter? Unfortunately, it's too late to enter, Flying Boy. But we are looking to do more giveaways in the future. So if you wanted to subscribe and be notified for those giveaways, join up. Let me see, OG fan, and then okay. So mostly everyone that I'm aware are up here. So Don, introduce yourself.
What's going on, Don Prime? One of the mods, and in addition to coming here, I've got some prizes to announce. We'll get to that a little bit later. We've got actually 2 prizes. One is a Transformers 2-pack, and then the other is going to be a 30-minute mission Gundam build kit. There's 2 kits. There's going to be a good guy, which is the Alto. It's a ground tank version, and then the bad guy, which is going to be a Port Nova Space white gray version.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the pictures that he sent, and I always love the model kits. But I was really surprised that you wanted to give away the 2-pack Transformer after you gave me some of the history behind that 2-pack.
Well, I mean, the story behind it was Transformers Prime came out in 2010. One of the figures was only released in Japan, and he was a key essential character. It was a Breakdown. So the only way in 2012 when it was released you could get it was from Japan. And the problem was there was only a limited run because Hasbro, for whatever reason, back then it was split. Takara handled everything in Asia and Hasbro handled everything everywhere else. Now, Takara actually invested the money to create the mold. The problem was, for Hasbro, it wasn't a Voyager, but it wasn't a deluxe. It was in that weird area. So Hasbro, there was no profit to be made by them importing it. Now, for whatever reason, they actually got the mold. And long and behold, in addition to including a mold at one point was running for $350 on eBay, they also included the Jet Viacon, which is another Japanese, not semi-exclusive, but it was only limited to one line. That was going for $125. Yeah, so
Wow.
Now they made a lot of anniversary figures. I mean, it's the original mold, but they basically killed the secondary market. So, and hold on one second.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think we have a Transformer collector here, Pokemon. Yeah, he also loves Godzilla figures as well, and I think Pokemon would definitely like to enter for that giveaway as well.
All right, so this is the first one. This is War Breakdown, and
Okay.
like Japanese kits, you do all the stickers yourself. And as you can see, he's not that tall, but he's not that short either. His weapon itself is a transformer. It's like a Gundam kit. The weapon transforms itself. So, but as you can see, he's actually a blue military MRAP.
Okay.
One of the most recent vehicles. They use it for, like mine sweeping, troop transport, stuff like that. And then in the next set, we have the Jet Viacon. And as you can see, yeah, and anybody who watched Prime knows this is Steve, but this is Steve with wings. And as you can see, he's got articulated wings in the back. And again, his weapon is another transforming Gundam kit style, and it turns into an iguana.
That's pretty cool. Oh wow, that is freaking cool. Yeah, I always loved the Transformer designs because they always came up with so many different ways of trying to sell their toys.
Exactly, and this. Oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, yeah, and the cool thing about this one is this: the complete back of his head is just light piping. So he's got the actual like Cylon full face mask, except his whole face lights up, not just one eye. So I don't know if you can see it. It's definitely.
I think it's popping. I think it's popping. Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so
Boz is asking, do you have any of the 3 Zeros Transformers?
No, unfortunately, I don't. I at one point ventured into the movie verse, and it's one of those things they just kept getting worse and worse. Now, B is a good movie. I just want to see where they're going. Yeah, I want to see where they're going with the franchise before I start investing. Because if B is the way they're going to go and just basically reboot as G1, yeah, then that's totally different. As you can see, I've got, my masterpiece Transformers there, including Omega Supreme.
Is that the module cases?
Yeah, I've got 6 of them.
6 of them, dude. Yeah, there's some people that were asking about the module cases on Facebook, and they were like, well, not even that. People thought that my display case was module case, and they were like, I think I got an email the other day telling me, "Hey, we've seen your posts, we've seen your videos. We want you to talk about. Oh, look at it! Look at the box, the 2-pack box.
It's sealed right from Hasbro. Hasn't been opened. So,
wow.
And just there's the authentic tag, and we're good to go.
Nice. So, I guess we're looking to we're looking to see. So let me put myself back in. Cool. So we're looking to do that giveaway as well, possibly for the 500 members of Geeking Out Cafe once we reach 500 members, or in part with the YouTube channel. We'll see. We'll see how we work that out. But those are pretty much the giveaways we're looking to give away pretty soon on the channel and the Facebook group. So
yeah, you know what? Let's just do that now, and then all right, so these are the 2 Gundam kits. All right, so we got.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool Gundam kit there.
Yeah, and these are the complete kits. These are the they're not just the base figures. They have the full accessory kits. They have the full weapons kits. So
yeah,
we're not going to give you the $10 one. We're going to give you the whole set.
Yo, congratulations, 1,000.
You got to be over here.
I know.
You got to be over here.
You got to be over here. What's up? This is his brother.
What's going on?
I congratulate him on our channel today. So congratulations to Geeking Out, all the guys who helped Nat out. 1,000 subs, man. Epic.
Yeah, you guys want to check out Epic Tube HD. They're usually on my links in the description. So if you guys want to check out his channel, they do a lot of Pokemon stuff right now. They're looking to do a lot more other stuff, like gaming stuff. So it should be cool.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I never got on the Pokemon train, and it left me.
You never got into the
25
Pokemon
years.
train?
No, I mean, I'll be honest. When the time it was out, in like the '90s, I was huge into hockey.
Okay.
Me and my brother. So I mean, we didn't just play town. We did all the tryout leagues and all the tryout teams, and we were traveling all over the place. So at that point, like I was at prep school. I went to prep school. He did too. So I mean, for like 5 years, it was, you really like even Beast Wars. That was like the only thing I watched.
Yeah, for Pokemon, it was kind of like that age gap. Or generation gap, where if you weren't young enough to get into Pokemon, then it just left you. But unfortunately, like with Pokemon, it still stayed oriented with with children, which makes sense because it's trading card games and stuff like that. But that's the one thing I felt that Pokemon, I wish the shows delve a bit more through the growth of the character, because every time just Ash was still that same kid even after I grew up. I was like, okay, this guy's forever a kid. I'm just saying. But the card market is going crazy. That's the one. And the funny thing that's what's going on. Batista, that's his thing now on the Facebook Cafe. He's doing all these Pokemon pack battles, and these pack battles. These cards are freaking expensive as hell now, thanks to some of the YouTubers out there, like Logan Paul. Yeah,
Yep.
They've just been wrapping up the prices, and so if you had some good Pokemon stuff, you might as well start banking right now before the market crashes again.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I was thinking back in the day, and I don't know if you would ever remember this, but in like the early to mid '90s, they kind of had the same thing, but it was with Marvel cards.
Yes, I remember those.
And now here's the thing: I actually remember, and I cannot find it. I have like one of those first special edition Magnetos. I have it somewhere. I cannot find it. And I know there was, all I remember, it was the one that was like completely, like the whole front was the whole hologram. It wasn't like there were 4 or 5 different levels of the chase card. So I don't know what level it was or anything. I just know even the lowest one's worth a couple
crazy.
$100.
Even back then, because I got familiar with the chase term, with Funko Pops, figures, and stuff like that. But back then, there was the whole chase term being used. I'm guessing, like for chase cards and all that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and especially now with like sports cards, they do insane things for their chase cards. Like they'll literally, example for like hockey, they'll go to the actual rink like Tops will. And if there's an important goal scored by an important player, they'll wait till the end of the game. They'll go to the net and they'll cut the net into like 500-600 pieces. And they'll make cards where they put the actual net in the card and have the player sign it.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and some of those cards go for, like, they make Pokemon cards look bad. I mean,
don't say that. A couple of Pokemon guys over here, man. It's not like the old days. Chill, man. Chill. But let me just go through the comments real quick. Pokemon, he's big on Transformers. Beast Wars is back, baby. That's going to be interesting. Pokemon. I know they're bringing back the figures for Beast Wars and also trying to do a Beast Wars show. I don't know.
No. So what so what they're doing is the latest Transformers line in the trilogy. It's called Kingdom. So it's a whole like multimedia thing. So Hasbro actually partnered with Netflix. So they've already done the first 2 or the 3, and there's a full Netflix like anime style. There's 2 series which are all part of a 3rd part, which will be called Kingdom. So apparently, whatever's going to happen, time travel, golden disc, they're going to bring back like Beast Wars Megatron, but he's going to be fighting like G1 Jazz and Warpath for whatever reason.
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
Exactly. But as far as the Beast Wars live action thing. That's going to be a movie apparently, because it's already been reported that Hasbro and their production companies, they put out solicitations already for production. Now, just minor things like catering, security, all the little things, but you don't do that unless you're going in production, because again, you got to knock out the little things first before you can start, and they're already starting to knock out the little things.
Okay. Now, there's no talks about the sequel to Bumblebee, right?
Well, there's going to be two.
Really?
Like 2 scripts. There's Bumblebee 2, and then there's the Beast Alliance is going to be totally separate movie, but in the same continuity. I hope, because Hasbro's also doing an animated movie. Okay. Now, supposedly, I don't know if it's going to be a G1 reboot or if it's going to tie in to all this and explain things.
As far as like collectible figures are concerned, I do want to get the Megatron from the last night, because the premium format one. I want to get that, and I do want to get, because here's the thing: 3-Zero's been dropping all these freaking pre-orders of different Transformer figures, right? And I'm here like, there's talks that they're doing a premium version of the Jetfire / Optimus Prime from Revenge of the Fallen.
Ooh.
So I'm like, do I go for the OG from Bumblebee premium Optimus, or wait till freaking 3-0 drops that Revenge of the Fallen Jetfire Optimus Prime combo?
I can tell you, Jetfire alone, if it's got die cast and they make it at that same like size and scale, you're probably looking at $354 easy just for Jetfire.
Mm-hmm.
If not, and they might make 2 options where it's just Jetfire and he doesn't have the removable parts, and then there's a version where he does have all the parts to armor up Prime. I could see that happening as well, like a normal and a deluxe.
You know, give me Starscream, not Blitzwing. You know, OG fan, this was my problem. The one thing that Bumblebee failed me in, it was the opportunity to give us a proper Starscream when he came to Earth to face off against Bumblebee. That would have been epic. Except for Blitzwing. I know Blitzwing, he's cool and all, it looks great, but I was hoping that was going to be Starscream. Like, come on.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were actually saving him for the sequel, if they'll play off the the Megatron Starscream rivalry. Because because you're not, if you brought in Starscream, you basically wasted him in that sense.
Well, not kill him off. Like,
but
it would have just kept them throughout the movie fighting against Bumblebee, and then he gets beat, and then goes back, gets a few people. Then there we go with the first Transformers movie. He brought more people in.
But that's kind of what happened exactly in the 2007 movie. Because at the end of the movie, he's chasing tail, and in the start of the second movie, he's working with the Fallen, who's also working with who's also mentoring Megatron. So
Yeah. Oh, don't get me started with the Fallen though. They failed with the Fallen for me, because I'm like, why couldn't the Fallen be the I forgot the term they use.
One of the primes.
He was one of the primes, but he's also working with Unicron. Why couldn't he be one of the heralds of Unicron? Why didn't that happen? You know, that was perfect setup.
Because at the time, Bay refused to do Unicron.
God damn it, Bay.
No, he did, because it was one of those things. It was because of just at the time the scale, for Unicron. That would be, just to put that on the screen, that would cost millions of dollars just to render Unicron. Never mind articulating the frame model, putting in backgrounds. It would be so expensive in time.
I do agree on that. Yeah, I do agree. The money would have been crazy.
Now, fast forward 10 years later, and then they were going to go with Unicron. Thus, when you also had one of the primes where they were going to fight off, but it almost seems like they were going with like Unicron almost as an anti-hero, because if he was the Earth, like in TF Prime, The difference is, if the Earth dies, he dies in the movies, whereas TF Prime, he just goes on. You know, it seemed like that was what they were almost trying to do, is make Unicron an anti-hero. Because again, Earth dies, he dies in that sense.
Moz is going at us because we use heralds. You can use heralds on anything, okay? It's not only just for Galactus, okay? That term heralds.
Well, speaking of heralds, now apparently in the next part of the Netflix series, you're going to be they're going hardcore comics. Apparently, they're bringing in a character called Galvatron 2, not normal Galvatron, Galvatron 2. In the comics, Unicron actually pulled him from a dimension where he not only defeated the Autobots, he was given Earth to rule by Unicron in his own dimension. And basically one Unicron, they're all the same, but one can fight the other in parallel dimensions. So the one in our continuity,
I think Power Rangers pulled something like that, but with Tommy becoming the next Lord Zed. Using the Zed, or Lord Zed's power becoming. I'm not too familiar with what's going on with Tom. I just know that one dimension where Tommy just goes all ballistic and pretty much takes over the world and becomes the new Lord Zed. But yeah, that somewhat reminded me of that. But I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, because one of the scenes you actually see Galvatron speaking with Megatron, and then with the inclusion of Unicron already in the series, the only conceivable way that Galvatron can be speaking to Megatron, like our Megatron, is if it's Galvatron 2, like in the comics.
They're throwing a lot of stuff. Wow. Okay, we'll see how things turn out in the next year or so. Let me see what the Twitter trash. Hello, sub buddy. And then Galvatron told Megatron to not make the same mistakes at the end of the Netflix series. Ooh, dude, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch the new Transformers series. I need to watch that. That reminds me. I need to hop on the Netflix and watch the new season. I have not watched it yet. I heard it's good. I heard the new season is good. Or part 2 of it. I don't know what Netflix is doing now. But let's. I know we went into a freaking Transformers trade. But I love talking about it. But I really want to hop on and know your thoughts about what they dropped last week on us, and it was the Boba Fett 2-pack. And a lot of people are skeptical about this piece because they're like, because of the price. That's the problem. Is the price. The 2-pack price is literally about $500, right, to get the 2-pack. Is it worth getting worth dropping nearly Iron Man money for the
I'll be honest. If it was anywhere between $390 and $420, you hear a hell of a lot less bitching. Because generally you're not getting a discount for buying 2 of them at $490. You're getting a basic figure with a head sculpt, and then you're getting a Boba Fett. So basically, if at anything, you're saving maybe $8 to $10 by buying them together, as opposed to if they were separately. Because that Boba Fett, realistically, with the new fat body, and the additional soft goods and such, they'd probably try to charge $285 to $300 for that. Then you're looking at, the standard clothes figure with a head sculpt, $220, $230. So, I mean,
you know what? Personally, because come on, it's Hot Toys. They're gonna go with that the big money route. They're gonna drop the big brain money route. I honestly thought they were probably gonna pull more a greed mode and give us several figures of different Boba Fetts. Singling them out with different accessories.
Yeah, the Boba Fett that you're gonna see in the book of Boba Fett, I guarantee you're gonna see a DX with the throne. You're gonna, he'll come with, drink containers like the Sideshow R2. And speaking of that, since they're riding this kick, I would not be surprised if we see Bib Fortuna as a Toy Fair exclusive or some.
Get out of here! No.
I would.
No.
Well, the thing is, like the makings and the behind the scenes, where Jon Favreau specifically went to the prop department to make his staff to match the Kenner toy from 1983. Like the staff he holds, he did not have that in Return of the Jedi, but his toy came with that. So they gave him that staff specifically because of the toy.
I do remember that. I remember either reading that or watching some of the behind the scenes of the second season, and they were explaining that whole staff thing. And I do remember that from the Kenner toy line.
Yeah.
I see a toy fair happening with Boba Fett, but I don't see the Bib Fortuna. Like, I'd be surprised. Like, it would be crazy if they ever do that. I'm like, damn, Hot Toys, you're really flexing today. But I would definitely I definitely see them doing a Toy Fair exclusive clean Boba Fett without the head sculpt, just the helmet, just clean Mandalorian version. And then when Book of Boba Fett comes out, we get the head sculpt with the accessories that he comes with for that show and the Boba Fett and stuff like that. But the Toy Fair will only be just the regular Boba Fett. That's it, clean. With the whatever he had during his involvement with Mando and saving Grogu.
Yeah, if they do something like that, I would not be surprised if they put an accessory in that would match with like Bo-Katan at the cantina scene.
That's right, yeah. The flamethrower stuff too, yeah. You can still sell that Boba Fett, really, just with no head sculpt alone, which they've been doing for years. Like, where's my Boba Fett? Let me see if you can see him here. For me, let me see. Pull me out real quick. Yeah, right there. My Boba right next to Chirrut Imwe, right here. Like, he doesn't have a head sculpt or anything. They've been selling this guy multiple times for years.
I mean, I've got my Boba, but then I also went and I grabbed the Mythos Fett as soon as he made his appearance. And I customized mine. I got Darth Maul robe and I got other stuff, and so I customized it. So I'm like, yeah, thankfully I can sit this one out.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the 2-pack? You gonna sit out in the 2-pack?
Yeah, I mean, I already got a custom, like my custom Found Armor Fett. This does not blow mine away to the point where it's one of those things like I'm completely happy with mine. And if I'm going to spend the money on another Fett, I'm going to do it for the clean version.
I feel you on that. And that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people have been saying that. You know what? What's crazy is that a lot more. I've been looking at the pre-order sales on Sideshow, and Boba Fett is on the high mark right now as pre-orders on that site, which is a good thing, which means that we will be getting some high numbers for this 2-pack. So at the end of the day, if there's people out there that are still like, being like, nah, I'm not going to get him now. But then later they feel like, you know what? I'm going to hop on that 2-pack. Well, I got some tax money. I'll do it. He's going to sit for a minute because with the number of pre-orders people are doing, hell, I'm going to pre-order 2. Like this week, I'm going to pre-order 2 of these because I want to keep one just sealed and the other one just, for display purposes.
Yep. I mean, we got the stimulus too that should be coming up in March.
The stimulus. You're not supposed to use it that way, but okay. My
tax return's already spent. I bought a new living room, so.
But I honestly feel that personally, this is like one of the best 2-packs in Star Wars history. From next to the Bespin Luke 2-pack from DX line, but that's a DX line. Usually, compare DX lines with, regular Hot Toy figures because that's their own little category. But as far as like 2-packs overall, like the other one is like Vader and Tarkin, which is going for like $500, $700 sometimes on eBay and on Facebook marketplaces. But this one, I could definitely see a rate rising in that price, especially if Boba Fett keeps popping with these shows and movies. Like, if Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, it just hops on that damn train, this figure can go up there.
Plus, again, Ahsoka, he's already filming. He's already under contract, so I wouldn't see it out of the realm of possibility if he makes an appearance as Rex somehow, some way, even if he's super old, just like a final send off or something.
And that's gonna kill me, bro. Like, I was a big fan of Rex during the Clone Wars. That's gonna kill me if he goes out swinging, man. Because he's getting up there in that age too. It's gonna be hard for him to continue because he's at what, 70 now? He's about 70 years old.
70 normal year, like 70. So basically, 30. Well, no, 40. Like realistically, from body wise, 18. 36, 46. Like physically, he's probably, like 58, 59, like in normal years, but realistically, you'd be like 120 physically.
Really?
Yeah, you got to figure.
So Dave Filoni will be pushing it unless he's been getting some implants from Kamino. But during this time, I think Kamino got whacked.
Well, you got to figure, all right, so by the time Clone Wars actually start, he's at minimum, he's 18, Then it's 8, figure 18 years between Sith and A New Hope. So that's 36 years. 5 years for the gap between, the 3 movies, then 5 years for Mando. So that's like 46, 47, he's actually might fit like physically real years under 50 years. Because he's 18, 18 years, 18, 19 years older than Luke. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. They can't bring in. Oh wait, Rex is in Rebels. Might be in the Ahsoka show. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we can still get Rex in the Ahsoka series because that's pretty much her the only friend she has left from the Clone Wars. I know there's Bo-Katan, but the closest person to her. So it's gonna be interesting how that plays out. I am excited for the Ahsoka series, and I'm excited for all this that's about to happen. We are getting let me see. You want Star Wars? If so, I would get a Mando Deluxe because you aren't going to see the Prim again. Yeah, that's another thing. If people have not picked up the deluxe version of Mandalorian or Mando from the first season, I don't see the Prem coming back for the second season Mando when they finally drop that. I don't see it.
Yeah, I got the I got the Hallmark one for my normal, for the Durasteel version. And, put a articulated stand in that. And so.
Yeah, everybody's been doing that. Everybody's been doing the whole Hallmark thing. And I do have a Hallmark one. I think it's in the back over here somewhere, sitting on the throne maybe. Quick question. Are you excited about the Bad Batch?
That looks insane. It looks, I'll be honest, I've been wishing for years to have like Republic Commando or something like that as a series, but it takes place during the transition to the Empire. And so basically,
continue.
You're going to see him. Sorry. Basically, these guys are now going to become Imperial Spec Ops. If it gets to that point. But I'm also having a feeling that some way they might have been the ones that actually rescued Grogu. Somehow, some way. Maybe, and this might also lead to Ahsoka. This could also lead to R2. This could even lead to Anakin, and because of with the potential of the kid being Yoda's and Yaddle's. And again, if you read the comic, Anakin had such a strange, but his relationship with Yaddle is what it should have been with Obi-Wan. He revered her, loved her, and she sacrificed herself to basically force control a chemical bomb or something like that was going to kill a city. So, and again, if he knows that's her kid, and at that point he's still struggling with killing those younglings, he thinks that might be some sort of redemption. And, they could possibly write that off as that was part of the reason why he never fully went to the dark side. Well,
it's going to be interesting. You're dropping some lore there. You're dropping some lore because I was like, oh, yeah, I did remember reading that. Shoot. especially what happened with Yaddle, and then here's another thing though. Dave Filoni, right? He loves to whenever he does something, he always finds these strands to put them together with other series that he worked on. Like he always finds a way. He never burns out bridges. He always finds a way to connect his lore. And even when Clone Wars ended, he continued the lore in Rebels to where if he ever got season 7 back up operational, he can always go back. And that's what I liked about Dave Filoni when he was doing the lore for both his shows, especially Mandalorian. And like I said, I'm definitely excited about what they're going to do, especially the fact that Hottoys I think Hottoys did announce they're working on some Bad Batch.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, you okay?
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying, oh, damn, that if Hot Toys is going to make Bad Batch, there goes my wallet, because I've just been waiting. No, Republic Commando armor is, like, I'm an armor junkie, I'm ex-military. I love armor. So it's just like that, like the Republic armor, I think it's like the perfect combination, half and half of like stormtrooper armor and an astronaut suit. It just has that aesthetic where it looks like it could kick your ass, but it'll save your ass at the same time.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It's definitely true. And the one thing I do love, now here's the thing though, if Hot Toys does work on this, they can't, copy and paste head sculpts, because these guys, the Bad Batch, you can tell that each one is different. They got that little Tamar Morrison look to them. They're all, have their own flair to them. And I'm really excited about if they start dropping, like if they only do the Bad Batch, like the main cast, I'll be okay. Like you don't have to do the rest of the characters. I know they're probably going to drop some troopers. So
I guarantee you they might reissue a Tarkin if they're going to do the Bad Batch, because he's already been seen in the trailer.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm still waiting for base from Rogue One. And we already got a Tarkin in Rogue One. I could see them do that. That'd be perfect.
I mean, they're on their Rogue One kick again. It's like we need another primary source. So again, at this point, it would not be out of the realm of possibility if Baze is all of a sudden is like one of the second or third Toy Fair exclusives. Because what they do, 4 or 5 last year?
Yeah. I think they did. They did Two-Face. They did Stan Lee Ragnarok. Damn, they did another
Iron Man. Like they did another. Was it the Neon War Machine?
Yeah, Neon War Machine. They did the 2099 suit. Dude, they did a lot. They did a lot. Speaking of Toy Fair, this is a good segue. How you feeling, man? What do you think they're going to drop some Toy Fair fire for Snyder Cut?
Yes and no. I do believe you're going to see not a reissue, but a remake of Nightmare Batman, and I do think we're going to see Nightmare Joker. Now, and again, I could just be looking at this too much, but when you're watching the trailer and you look at his SWAT vest he's wearing, that doesn't look like the SWAT vest you see in, the normal, stuff from the current DC films. It looks like something from The Dark Knight. It looks like one of the Gotham vests from The Dark Knight. So I don't know if that's a playoff or anything like that, or if that's just like an homage. But I definitely think the Joker will be coming, because this is a situation where he's being set up almost as like an anti-hero, an ally to Batman. So it's one of those things where if you're going to buy Batman, this is your one time where you got to get the Joker, because he's right there with Batman, fighting Darkseid.
You know what? Because here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about, like, people preach, right? People be preaching that Hot Toys does not do reissues for con exclusives or to make them into a more public state, right? Except for buying them at cons or exclusive to other stores. But I could see them reissuing the Nightmare Batman, right, as still a con exclusive. Just bring that back, but con exclusive. You don't have to put it back into the regular market. It's a con exclusive. But
and
with that 2-pack though, can you imagine a con exclusive 2-pack with the Joker and Batman, Nightmare Batman?
well, you got to also remember, even if Hottoys does that, that still means they have never reissued it a figure before, because it's technically a new movie and the stuff we see is new. So this is where it gets weird, especially with licensing, because the amount of stuff that's shot and is now being added to it, like legally, is it a new movie? Like from the point of IP licensing. So again, I don't know. Has everyone, or does anyone know of a situation where a movie was made, the studio is basically like, yeah, we're gonna add and reshoot and add, $60 million to it, and then it's gonna come out as like a 6-hour movie. I mean, this is weird. Just like everyone's thinking, oh, we're gonna get a Cyborg. No. I mean, Ray Fisher's career is, dead in the water. There's no way that Warner Brothers is going to allow Hottoys to even touch that.
Well, what if they can still deliver a Cyborg? Because people were speculating that you can still pull off a Cyborg, just don't do a head sculpt. do the helmeted head sculpt.
Well, the thing is, I know for a fact when actors sign an MCU contract, there's an explicit clause for likeness rights. Now it basically says you must give your rights, but you'll get compensated. And there's they have to do so many things for movie promos, commercials, or whatever. And there was also for likeness rights, they're obligated to go to like scans for toy manufacturers.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, like, effectively, Ray Fisher's contract is terminated. Hot Toys also would have no effective likeness rights either.
Oh, before we continue, I have a question that popped up. All right, Sparrow. He asks, who is your favorite clone trooper? Mine's between Throne and Fives.
Oh, gotta go with Rex.
Rex? Okay. Rex is a staple, of course. You gotta go with Rex. Now, my favorite goes way back during the Samurai Jack creator that did Samurai Jack that did the Clone Wars series right before Revenge of the Sith came out. My boy Captain Fordo, the red ARC trooper, the one that Rex
going off Rambo.
The one that Rex was based off from.
Yeah, the one that went off Rambo by himself and his others. That's what the Silent Team.
Yes, oh, yeah. Exactly. The one that took on Dirge.
Yep.
Oh, look at my boy! I gotta solo you. Look at him. Look at my boy.
Yep. No, I got this head sculpt from Watto's scrapyard. So.
Wow, look at my boy. One Watto scrapyard.
This bad boy took a little bit of time to make, so yeah.
Am I too late? Sparrow, sorry. I did cut off the giveaways this morning today on Wednesday. The thing is, we've already passed the 1,000 subscribers already, so it should have been cut off right when 1,000 subscribers hit. But I didn't notice my 1,000 subscribers. My channel hit the 1,000 subscribers. I actually put myself back in. I didn't notice my channel hit 1,000 subscribers till a week after, when YouTube hit me with a notification. Hey, you hit 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations. Welcome to the club, or whatever. So, pretty much I extended the giveaways because I already had like 20 subscribers in by that time. So I had to extend it out to Wednesday, and that's what I did, because it should have been ended once I hit 1,000, but I didn't notice it that I hit 1,000. So, but we are still doing more giveaways in the future. So stay tuned for those, though. Actually, let me put me and Don Prime back. All right.
Yep, remember, we got this for 500. TF Prime 2-pack, War Breakdown, and the Jet Viacon. Basically reissues of a $350 and $125 Japanese exclusive bowl from 2012. And then we also have these for a future prize down the line. 2-pack, 30-minute mission Gundam kits. We've got an Alto Ground type olive drab assault tank figure, and then we've got the Port Nova space type in gray. Again, these are the full kits with the full accessory packs, not just the base figure. And they do include the big badass weapons. Yep.
Wow. But I didn't know there was just separate accessory packs. They started doing that with Gundams, right? A few years ago.
Well, I mean, with this line, you can get the base figure. Hold on, let me show you.
Let me see. Is that the video Scout Trooper on the roof? Is awesome. Wait, where's the Scout Trooper at? Is it, yeah, do you have a Scout Trooper?
Yeah, it's a Scout Trooper, but he's in the bottom. You can't see him. I don't know what he's looking at.
Is he looking at mine? I don't think I have a Scout Trooper. He's in the back though.
Yeah, mine's in the bottom, like right from where you're seeing. You couldn't see it, but so for this one, you have the standard figure, the yellow figure, but then you can get the different armor packs, and then you can get a backpack. So like this little dude, I put the green armor kit on him, and then you can put like the
that's pretty cool.
Like the batons, you can take them off. You can position them almost like his antenna or whatever. Yeah, and these things actually come with a decent amount of decals and stickers, so you can sticker them out, put up numbers.
How's the articulation for them?
Pretty decent actually. Now this is an earlier kit, like the Altos, the ones they were just selling. They did have a few issues with the leg joints. Again, that's only with the single issue kits, the older kits, because these were the first ones that came out. The everything else since, especially the full kits, they've pretty much solved all the mold issues.
Oh, quick thing. I think we had a question here. All right, Toy Mafia. He asked, "Who painted the head for your
I did.
For your Rex?"
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you did. Okay, he was asking that question. MC, what else? Okay, Man of Hot Collectibles popped up. What's up, buddy? Thank you. The channel finally hit 1,000. I've been working on it. I appreciate it. Appreciate you popping by. I'm seeing that you've been picking up a lot of those day one purchases, bro. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that. My wallet's like, no, bad date. Bad. No, you can't buy day one purchases. Not today. But yo, good job with your channel getting those day one purchases, bro. Let me see. Oh yeah. A Man in the Hot Collectibles in the house. Yes, he is. Guys, check out his channel. He's always doing some day one collectibles purchases, man. I'm like, I really love that Spider-Man though. That thing is freaking awesome. Okay, Cisco Cantina, what's up, buddy? Congratulations, 1K. Still drunk over that Boba Fett Deluxe release, bro. I was watching your video the other day, and you were explaining about some of the hype that's happening with Star Wars, and it's getting crazy, Cantina. I know it's getting crazy, man. Oh my god. And we see Pokemon Nate. I remember when you did Pokemon Go videos, you used to wear that Pokemon hat. Cheers to that. I don't know what happened to that Pokemon hat. I think it ran away. I used to do Pokemon Go videos for the channel. That's when I started out, and then I realized that Pokemon started really taking over too much of my life, so I had to chill out with that. So now Hottoys is taking over my life. Damn.
Yeah, speaking of Hottoys, I'll show you this. So I got and you saw some of these pictures earlier. So this is the spear for Mando.
Yeah, that's from Moz, right? Moz, that's the Moz kit, right?
No, it's from Mike.
Yeah, Moz. That's
okay.
That's his YouTube channel. That's his name.
Oh, okay.
He's on here. Yeah.
So, yep, got that. So, gave it a satin black spray paint, let it cured, and hit it up with some rub and buff. So
Mm-hmm.
really nice. And the thing is, this thing is actually sharp as shit. Like,
Hey, Maz, what you trying to do to Don, man? What you
no,
trying to do to
it's
Don?
good. It's good. It's like the resin he used is super super quality. You can tell because the first thing you do when you get any 3D parts, you got to clean them, and just throw them in a bowl with some warm water and some dish soap, and you can just tell like the mold release was coming off, and none of the water actually soaked into the material as well. So that means it's quality. And then we've got the season 2 thigh pad.
So that's all the season 2 kit, right? That's a season 2 kit for your Mando, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I before this, I actually finished up the knee pad, and like literally 5 minutes before I came on, I was finishing painting the rocket parts on the knees with steel and silver, different variations to get that metallic look, but it had that like weathering, the bluing look from being fired. So that's actually curing right now, and when that's done, I'll hit that with some matte clear coat, and then the last thing I got to do is work on the dark saber. I've already hit the blade with some again satin black, and then I'll hit the blade with some white and then some blue and white. Hit that with some gloss varnish, and then trying to see if there's a way I can possibly light it up, but I might have to get a like a clear resin 3D print blade and get a like a 6-volt 3mm flickering white LED and see if that works.
Hey, man of hot collectibles. If you talk to Maz should have like some kits available for you. Just talk to Maz Toy Box. He's Mike. He'll be working on these. He started working on the kits, so you can talk to him about seeing about getting yourself one for your Mando. But what else I was going to say? Oh, that's right. Do you recommend people or collectors that it's unavoidable. It's inevitable. We are going to get the Mandalorian season 2 figure. Do you recommend people or collectors going for getting their own 3D kits of the armors to update their Mando into the season 2 Mando instead of buying another figure?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Prior to knowing about Maz's kit, I'll be honest. There's a guy that's actually out of France right now, or at 15. I'm not gonna lie. The stuff he makes is beautiful, but the problem is he's in France, and just shipping from France is $50. And like the spear was like €65, which is like $88. So it's one of those things. If you want it and you can't paint, you don't have any skills or anything like that, you have to weigh, do you want to get the season 1 figure and then get the season 2 figure? Or if you want to do the modification, do you want to pay the extra money to have somebody do it? But if you want to do it and you have some painting skills, especially with 3D printing for $50 right now or whatever, again, I'll be completely honest, this was just a test print. This was kind of like a proof of concept thing. So again, you're going to have to talk to Maz because, again, he keeps revising stuff. So I'm not saying prices.
Because a lot of collectors are looking to do that. They're looking to just find someone that's doing 3D printing of the armor pieces and just updating their actual first season Beskar Mando into the second season. Because they're not going to go buy the second season Mando. Because if we already got the Beskar Mando, why do I need to get another one?
Yeah, especially since they included both pauldrons, one with the signet. It's almost like they kind of assumed people were going to do that. The fact that the parts are Velcro. I mean, you got to know somebody's thinking,
I still buy season 2 because it will have the head sculpt. It's unavoidable. It's unavoidable. It's gonna have the second. It's gonna have the head sculpt. It is gonna have the second season is gonna have the head sculpt. You know, it is gonna happen. So that's the reason why I'm gonna buy it. I'm still gonna buy the second season. You know, it's gonna be an updated version. So also there's gonna be different display purposes. Speaking of displays, Man of Hot Collectibles did ask, are those module cases in the back? For Don, yes, those are module cases. For me, people keep mistaking my display case as a module case. It is not. This is not a. It's just a China cabinet. That's all. They look, but the thing is, I've been hit on emails saying, "Hey, we've seen your videos. Can you from module case?" They were like, "We love your module case. Can you take pictures such and such for our catalog?" I was like, "It's not freaking module case." So I've been mistaken. My display case has been mistaken as a module case, which it's not bad. I'm like, I love this case too. So I was looking to get some module cases, but then I started finding cheap display cases, you know, nearby.
Yeah.
That's one of the best ways.
I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. They are well worth the money. They actually bring a presence. Like there's a display presence, you know, in an air of like professionalism and quality to them. Now, when I got them, I was actually in some of the first customers that they, you know, opened up their run to the U.S. It's like 28, like I can't even remember. But even back then when they started doing, you know, and they didn't have issues like they're now, it was like the first one was, I think I had to wait like 16, 17 weeks, which isn't that bad. The second time, I think it was like 23, 24. But again, production issues, you know, aren't the fault of, you know, the company if they don't have materials to make things with. And now I'm hearing people are being told, you know, the wait time could be up to a year. And I'm reading other stuff. People have placed an order and they've been waiting 9 to 10 months. Now, again, it's because of the pandemic. Now, these things are custom built when you make the order. It's not like they've got a warehouse where these are pre-made. You know, they've got to sort the materials. They've got to cut the materials. You know, they've got to do quality inspection. You know, I know the material they're using for the glass, they were thinking about updating that as well. So, I mean, at this point, due to the pandemic, if you want to order one, I would almost say try Sideshow because they're but the thing is, they only have one size. They basically got the smallest main size line, and those are expected to come in between the end of this month and April.
Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. I honestly was looking to start, you know, buying up module cases originally. But then, like I said, I looked up on Facebook a few times and I was seeing all during the summer, people, dude, man, the summer for anything was like Black Friday all summer long deals. People selling stuff on Facebook for even Hottoys. You were looking at some of my Grail figures I bought that, you know, are Grail prices. I found them for $200, $300.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, and that's the same thing for display cases. Like this display case, I think I bought this for like $150.
Damn.
This whole thing, $150. You know, and then some of them, I think another one I bought like 3 IKEA. I forgot the name of the display case. It's not a D-top. It's the other one. It's right here. You can see it right
best
here. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I think I bought like 4 of these for $75. Somebody was trying to get rid of them from their warehouse. I was like, we don't need this anymore. Okay, I'll drive over, pick up all 4 of them. But yeah, Facebook is one of the best places to find deals, man.
Oh yeah, and for whoever's asking, I've got 120s and 130s. I got multiples. Hold on, I'll show them real quick. So, Alexa, office on.
You okay?
Yep. So there's. Sorry, I hate that with the camera. All right, so I've got 2 long ones and 1 tall one connected. Yeah, come on. There we go. Yeah, I hate having to do that without the camera. And then I've got that one right there. And then I've got this one right there with EndGame cap. And use the secondary head sculpt to make a Nom version of them.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the head sculpt on that is amazing. It's probably one of the best head sculpts they've ever done.
Oh yeah, they did a fantastic job with that freaking head sculpt, man. It's like freaking perfection. And I'm loving your sabers too over there, bro. I think I talked about you. I talked about it like yesterday with you about the sabers. I'm looking to do that. But I mean, okay, so continue.
Oh, like I was gonna say, if you're gonna do that, like, and you don't want to ruin your hilt, Shapeways, you can get hilts 1/6 scale. They get it. They're 3D printed. Obviously, you need to paint them, but they already have like the slots and the cutouts already pre-designed to run and create your own CCFL saber. So all you got to do is buy the kit off of Amazon, and they're like $12-13.
Okay. Now I'll look into it because originally I was looking at eBay and Black Ops store, and they had some saber hilts right there, up for grabs. I was like, if I could just buy a couple of saber hilts from there and then send them out to be turned into the lightsabers, that'd be great.
Yeah, just one thing on Black Ops, they're your last option. They are ridiculous in pricing, especially for parts.
They are, man. They are. That's where they make their money, though.
Exactly. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, you go to Toy Anxiety, you go to Monkey Depot, or even like Rattlesnake Toys. All 4 of them can have the same item in stock. The 3 of them, they're going to be within $1 or $2 generally. Black Ops Toys is like sometimes $15 to $25 more. Like, it's insane. Like, they wanted $100 just for Mando's boots. Stuff like, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys are able to hop on at the end of the year, they give out like a 30% discount at the end of the year. So that's one of the best times to hop on at buying up at Black Ops. They have like a 30% discount. Moz is asking, is the Darksaber that's hollowed you got, is that going to work for the CCFL?
I don't know yet. I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna focus on just making the painted one first. That's gonna take some engineering, and it might require me to find or source a clear blade to install. Because if I throw a flickering white pulsing light in there, it's gonna need a clear resin base. Mm-hmm. That way, then you paint it with like the translucent black paint, like the tint paint. Then you hit it up with like white, and you got to do all the detailing. So yeah, like I'm gonna I'll work on it, but that's like last on the burner right now. I got to come up with a design and see if that's feasible.
Okay. Before because we're hitting at the hour mark, like hour and 4 minutes. Before we announce the winner, because we're gonna be doing the spin wheel again like last time. Before we announce the winner, I just want to hit up one last question with Don before we continue, and that is, what do you think is going to come out this week? You think Bo-Katan is popping up this week for pre-orders?
It's possible.
Because when they revealed the Tusken Raider, right, and Moff Gideon the same day or the same week or whatever, they were like 2 weeks apart when they finally released for pre-orders, right? Was it 2 weeks?
I think so. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. Again, Koska Reeves. I think, if they're gonna do her, if they're gonna do Bo-Katan, they're not gonna stop at one Night Owl. I mean, they've already done they've already announced the Death Watch. So at that point, it's only minor additions to the base mold. Again, or the armor. Now, the only difference is you got to make boob armor.
Oh man, man, that went crazy when they
Yeah.
revealed the Boo Barber in the show, and then Twitter had a blast with that. And then what if Hot Toys does this and they reveal that, and then I don't know, it's up to Twitter if they want to go crazy for it.
Yeah, I mean, because guess what? The real and I've seen this again. I'm Access Army. Real combat body armor, they shape it to a woman's chest, and there are different sizes of it because in order for it to work, it needs to be comfortable so you can wear it correctly. That's just basic science, and in a person's anatomy. So
I got you. Let's see. Hot Toys may want to defect the Deluxe marinette for 2 weeks, maybe. Oh yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. Oh, also, Mana Hot Collectibles, take it easy, bro. Hope to see you soon again, and keep up with those 1 day purchases, or not 1 day purchases, day one batch purchases. Those are crazy, man. I can't. I would like to, but then it cuts off my collection as far as like getting other toys if I jump in that line of purchasing, dropping nearly twice as much just to get day one purchases. But let me see what else. Okay, so yeah, week or 6 Scale Cantina. He didn't mention a good point. This week or next week, I think most 2 or 3 weeks, Hot Toys may want the Fed DXL to marinate for 2 weeks, maybe. So yeah, they might just reveal something else this week. You know, I wouldn't mind them trying to drop the Han Solo Hot Toy or from ESB, trying to finish up the ESB line.
Apparently, were you in the discussion or did you hear? Like, I think you were, but basically, like Harrison Ford himself is blacklisted at Hot Toys. That's because of what he did on the Fallon show with his own Hot Toy figure, where he basically destroyed it. So there's rumors, and I don't remember where I heard it, or if it was through the group chat or whatever.
It was our stream. It was our last Wednesday stream.
Yeah, and so basically, like, Howard Chan is like, I'm not ever doing Han Solo again. Or anything Harrison Ford related. Because of what he did. You know, and the thing is, it came out, that wasn't a prank. That wasn't a skit or anything like that. That was somebody's figure who worked on the show and brought it in. And then Harrison Ford just destroyed it. So.
And that's crazy.
Again, it's just the rumors, but yeah.
I found it. I'm gonna show it again. Oh God, this still breaks my heart. This is my second time looking at it. Actually, third time looking at this. This is, oh God, this is crazy. I can't believe because of that one moment in live television ruined the chances of us getting another freaking Solo Hot Toy from the original trilogy.
I don't know. When you look at that picture, he just looks like an old man saying, "Doctor, it hurts here."
Shoot, man. It kind of hurts me though because I want the ESB line to be complete, and the only Solo I have, right, is move him. The original Solo from his movie, the Solo movie. That's the only one I have. You know.
I've got him in the I've got Stormtrooper armor Solo. Now that's a good head sculpt, and the fact it came with the Death Star background is cool.
You know, I almost got that figure. It was when Sideshow last year, right? They started releasing all these freaking lost batches of Hot Toys in the warehouses, and I almost got that in my cart. Someone bought it before me, but I did manage to get the Hoth Leia. So that's I missed out on the Solo Stormtrooper, but I did manage to get the Leia. So that's what I was happy about. Because that Leia, the Hoth Leia, she's beautiful. And some people are telling me, bro, get the 2-pack, get the 2-pack Ewok, get it. And I'm here like, you know what's gonna bite me in the ass? If I skip on the Ewok and Wicket and Leia 2-pack, and then Hot Toys out of nowhere pops the Solo Return of Jedi, and I'm like, oh, there goes the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's like I couldn't justify. Like I had Wicked pre-ordered and all that, and then I'm like, yeah, I can't justify dropping that, for a freaking teddy bear.
For a freaking teddy bear. Now here's the thing, though. Like, as far as there's some people's concerns out there right now about the way the market is going with Hot Toys, and people are saying that the new collectors that are popping in are sort of damaging the market because they're doing day one pre-orders. How do you feel about that? And then canceling them. So they're flooding the market with all these pre-orders and then canceling them. And we have all these influx of figures.
Well, first off, people need to realize Hot Toys are not a sound financial investment plan. I think that's what 95% of the griping is coming from. People who want their Hot Toys to be limited run and push upwards of $1,000. It's like Toys Wonderland. As soon as Chadwick Boseman died, mysteriously due to a system error, Black Panther is now $900. And it's the same thing that people don't want to see reissues or. I mean, it all comes down to money. People think that, what they spent is what it's worth, or they can, sit on it and it's X amount of dollars, and that's totally different from, scalping versus market value versus whatever. But a lot of these people, they have legitimate plans for investments. And so people coming and pre-ordering day one, for them, that's bad because that's indicating there's popularity, and therefore Hot Toys will release bigger batches. In the first batch and then the second run.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing, though. Like the more popular things get, and more YouTubers and more influencers are out there that are showing more love for the Hot Toys, the company's going to put out more batches because more people are going to come in with new money. Like the old guard of collectors, they're probably not buying as much as they used to, but the new guard of collectors are coming in, dropping hella money for these figures. And these pre-orders come in, and these batches are coming in. It's Hot Toys is going to go for the money, and they're a company. They're going to go for the money. They're going to go and raise up their prices, or they're going to raise up their batches to make more of a profit. So.
Yeah. Oh, and just from Rob. Yeah. As far as the Hot Toys potentially re-releasing a Black Panther. Yeah. I mean, I heard rumors about that like a week or so after he died. Now, apparently there is a rumor it would also be tied into cancer charities and research. Now, apparently Hot Toys, when the tsunami happened, I think in 2011, I think they actually made and released some Don Corleone figures from The Godfather. And they went for auction, and then all proceeds went to, benefit the victims. So I do not think that is outside the realm of possibility, especially with the fact that we will see Chadwick Boseman again in Marvel's What If, because it's been confirmed he's actually filmed not one but 2 episodes.
That is true. Yep.
So
he was like a What If Star-Lord. He was Star-Lord, I think.
Yeah, and the other one has not been revealed yet. So now, yeah, I mean, again, if they might hold off until that releases, but that's at most 9-10 months away, if not a year. So again, I totally see that potentially happening.
No, I definitely feel you on possibly getting a Black Panther re-release, for what happened. Also, the fact that I dodged a bullet when I decided to actually pull the trigger on Black Panther, because I remember when when I was looking at the figure and it was hitting that sweet 5-minute mark during that week, and I'm here like, why are you doing this to me, Sideshow? Why? Why are you doing it to me? I got too many figures on the line. And I was like, you know what? I need Black Panther. I need him because he was in EndGame. He popped up with EndGame cap to save the freaking day. I need him in my life. Okay, and that's why I pulled the trigger on Black Panther. And then a few months later, the tragedy, of Bossman, and I'm here like, wow. And then the figure was selling everywhere. Toys Wonderland was one of the first that put it out there at what, $500, $700, and someone was like complaining about it on freaking Facebook, and I'm here like, what? It's gonna happen. eBay happened, Toys Wonderland, everybody started putting it up for hella money, and I know Toys Wonderland got hit with that, so I think they went back on the price because people were complaining, but it's people people were complaining everything.
There was even like a month-long moratorium on some of the BST threads and pages on Facebook. It was basically like, because people were also doing it too. They were listing it for insane amounts. Like somebody wanted like $1,200-$1,300. It would for with free shipping for a sealed Civil War Black Panther, and they got lit up like a Christmas tree. It got so bad, people it almost like were threats. It's like, so money and as anything is gonna bring out the worst of people, and now especially with the amount these things cost, delays now, especially like freaking what was Gomorrah, 2.5 year wait.
2.5 year. It passed the Hulkbuster.
Yeah, I mean, at least with the Hulkbuster, you can understand because it's made of metal and you need to fit a freaking Mark 43 in it. I mean, this is just Zoe Salander screwed her name up with some green paint, a little bit of leather, and a sword.
No, you got me there. Okay. No, that's true. That is true. Oh, let me see. I think there was a 6 scale Cantina. He asks, do you think Hot Toys has a batch limit that they wouldn't go beyond, or do they measure off pre-order numbers and projection data? I think the latter. Now the batch limits are only, I think they do that for figures like Toy Fair exclusives. I think there's a much more limited amount for those. But as far as like the pre-order numbers and projection data, I think that goes hand in hand with the batch limits. So, for example, the Heavy Mando, nobody pre-ordered that guy, and now he's selling out everywhere else. And the last batch of hope is Sideshow. That's one of the last places that you can find a Heavy Mando for retail price.
Yep, two comments on that. So first, I actually called Sideshow because I had a question because I paid off my Heavy Mando and my child early. So when I was talking to Sideshow, they have 6,000 orders for Heavy Mando alone. They alone have 6,000, and apparently something like 4,200 of them have been since January 1st, since it officially was released in Hong Kong. Now, and second, when Mud Trooper came out from Solo, now I have my guy, who I mainly go through, unless I have like rewards or coupons or whatever to get discount. Now I normally go through Toy Dojo. They're out of Austin, Texas. Now I've known the owner for about 9 years. So I go through him, and now I originally had my first Mud Trooper ordered through him. So it's one of those things. I emailed him and said, can you secure a second one? Now, and he flat out told me that he was told by Sideshow he was capped. He could not request any more. Now, and again, I don't know if that was in general or if that was specific to the Solo figure because it had such pre-order interest and pre-order numbers. So as far as the Solo Mud Trooper, retailers were capped on the amount that they were going to be sent. Like after a certain date, their order was locked in. They couldn't request any more. They couldn't make any changes. Again, that was for Solo, Mud Trooper. I don't know about any other figure, but that's my experience. Now,
I had a similar call the other day when I was paying off a few other figures. I had a similar call about the Deluxe Beskar. And Sideshow, they had a big batch of those. It ranged about 15 grand of pre-orders for that alone at Sideshow. And I'm here like, wow, that the Beskar. If that's just the pre-order numbers for that Beskar Mando, can you imagine the excess of that? Because they have extras that come in, depending on projections, all that jazz. If that's how many they have, that's good. That's Beskar Mando is going to be sitting for a minute, so it's not going to sell out anytime soon. If that's the case, but the heavy infantry Mando, Paz Vizsla, he's going to sell out. He is going to sell out from Sideshow maybe in a week of add to cart, maybe 2. Because which one sold out about as fast? I can't remember. Who sold out about as fast. It just recently happened too. But I'd say do not sleep on the heavy infantry Mando, because if you miss out on this, then what's his name? Beskar, not Beskar, but regular Mando right here. He sold out, but he was out for a minute. But heavy Mando.
I mean, the fastest I've ever seen a figure sell out was the Mark 7 special edition with the hologram. That actually sold out in pre-order status and stayed sold out for 9 months. That's like the earliest and longest I've ever seen a figure sold out in pre-order status.
Ma says that it probably will sell out by April. That's gonna be crazy if Beskar Mando sells out by April. Because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. Because I think Beskar Mando is still in stock in Toys in Wonderland, I think, in regular price, I think.
Well, again, in my call with Sideshow, I was told that Hottoys has made significantly more deluxe sets with the Pram than the normal sets. So, again, the first batches of Mandos and Childs that were going to Sideshow, they were nothing but the deluxe set. And so, like, the normal set, they just actually came in this week, and mine was shipped out on Monday with my heavy infantry. So, whatever reason, the deluxes are being made almost, for every one normal, 2 deluxe sets are made.
Oh, shoot. So, TW is now retail pricing on Beskar Mando right now. Oh, damn. They must have raised him up now. Shoot. Yeah, I rarely check the prices on TW because they could change whatever they want.
Last I checked, normal one was like at $430. The best the deluxe was like $750.
$750. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, Brody also asked, what do you think SS does with figures that are used for replacement parts that weren't entirely parted out? I don't know.
End of the year employees are given the option to basically pick and choose. Basically, if it's a screwed up figure, they can take it for parts. Now, I don't know if they get something back as a return, if they can pay a certain amount, but I do know they're given the options to get stuff at the end of the year. I actually went to the New York Comic-Con, the 2019 Sideshow party. So,
okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like I told you in the thread, they had a giveaway, but instead of it being a normal giveaway, it was a raffle. And I think, if I remember right, one guy bought like $200 worth of raffle tickets, but it ended up winning like $2,800 worth of stuff. He won the deluxe or premium format Hulk versus Wolverine statue. He won a premium format BB-8. Now, granted, this was in a bar in New York City, so he just got like gift certificates to redeem them. But they gave away like $7-8 grand worth of stuff. They were giving out like 4 or 5 versions of Hot Toy, the Hot Toys at the same time, like 4 Deadpools, 4 Iron Man, 4 Captain America. So it was insane.
It's that is insane. Shoot, I think you remember telling me that. Damn, I gotta go to these parties. But no, the true story though, whether the Mando Child Deluxe sits or gets sold out, I still think that you might not get the Pram in the next release. You probably will get the the Grogu on the speeder bike deluxe set with Mando, and that's all you. That's pretty much that's your pram. The speeder bike is the pram.
Well, I mean, I could see if they're gonna do the speeder bike, I could see them doing that as like a DX kind of like mall. But if as kind of like a last bit, I could see them making a display base with the squid monster potentially in the baby, with the pram at the top.
That'd be cute.
I mean, because they already did it with Boba Fett in the Sarlacc pit, so it could basically just be a remold or small tweaks to that if you think about it, because all we saw was a mouth and tentacles.
Damn. Oh, Siscale Cantina. Later, man. Hope to see you in the next one. Keep popping those videos. He's doing a lot. He's doing a lot of market stuff at his channel. So like he's looking at the sales and how well the hype is doing. It's if you like watching Siscale economics, Siscale Cantina, it's pretty much that's that same energy. So, but yeah, guys, I know we've been procrastinating doing the giveaway because we've just been going back and forth with damn topics, back and forth, and I keep forgetting to go back into the freaking giveaway. But all right, guys, let's finally announce the winner. All right, guys, I will be using the crap. Damn it, okay, gonna be using the spinner thing right here, the spinner app. I used this last time. It allows me to just put all the names I can, and it just spins it. I like using it. It worked pretty well last time. So pretty much we're gonna be giving away the best the regular version Mando, the Clint Eastwood Mando, I like to call him. And you guys have been you guys are lucky because this figure is going for freaking $500 right now on eBay and Facebook, whatever, right? And I still haven't paid off my other one. That's for me. This is for you guys. So I paid off the first one for you guys. So God, it's frustrating because I want to open this.
I'll tell you, folks, you win this. This is a hell of a figure. It's amazing. The presence this thing has is stunning. The helmet just shines. It's so vibrant. You get the right walking pose. And again, if you can find it, I do suggest the Hallmark ornament. It is 1/6 scale. Apparently, the guy who created it is a massive 1/6 scale collector, so that's why it conveniently matched perfectly in scale to the Mando.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that. That's a cool fact.
That's not confirmed. That's just the rumor tree is about that. That apparently he's a fan, and that's specifically why it's in that scale.
Wow. All right, guys. We're about to spin the damn spinner. All right, let's make it happen. Let me pull the plug because I left this phone on charging. Why is it not spinning? Okay, cool. What's that? Veto 1. Did Vito pop up in the comments? He probably didn't pop up in the stream. All right. I guess Vito won. I guess I'll message him if I see him on Facebook. I was really hoping that one of you, one of you would win in the comments, especially you, Don. That would have been hilarious. Cause I have you on.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, dude. I'll tell you this. Speaking of, that's funny. Like I told you, I played hockey and all that stuff. So I was actually working when I was in high school. I was working, of all things, at the hockey rink. It was a charity game with the Boston Bruins alumni playing, some local team. The referee forgot to show up for whatever reason. So I had to referee the game. But the caveat being is during the intermissions, I was the MC because, we were doing games and stuff for charity. Now, I don't know if you ever saw what Scoro is. It's like literally you're at the opposing blue line and you have to shoot a puck. And they put a piece of plexiglass on the net and they literally cut out a portion in the very bottom center that is literally microns bigger than the actual puck. So I bought raffle tickets, and for whatever reason, while I'm the MC on the ice, the guy pulling the raffle ticket pulled mine.
Really?
So, and then, so literally, but the cool thing is I literally just picked somebody out at random to shoot for a minivan.
Oh.
And they didn't win, but legally I couldn't even participate in it,
But they still pulled your name.
They pulled my ticket, yeah.
Wow.
I was on the ice announcing it. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, it would have been up to you, man, if you were either take it or give the giveaway to another guy.
No, man, spread the wealth. Like you know how it is. Like I'm fortunate enough that I can afford to be in this hobby, and so it's like, hey, man, I'm not that type of person. Like I said, I'm not looking to buy figures and get them and flip them. Yeah, it's just like
man. I know how you are, man. Man, you helped me out so much with some of the accessories I've been looking to get, and also some of the figures that helped me, build up my collection. So yeah, man, Don has been really cool and helped out with a lot of on the Facebook groups as well. So Don, man, I do appreciate you coming in for the stream because because honestly, like when I called you up about you coming in, Rocky, he had other prior engagements, work and stuff, and then out of nowhere, Adam couldn't come in because of family emergency. So and I'm like, Don is gonna make it. Okay, cool, let's do it. And everything worked out. The stream went well, and that's perfect. There was no tests or anything. Everything went well. I love that. And everyone, I do appreciate everyone that came by. And remember, we are doing more giveaways pretty soon. We got the 2-pack Transformers and the 2-pack. Are you doing separate giveaways for the Gundams? Or are they all going to be in a 2-pack?
I'll do. Well, no, the 2 Gundams, I'll just do those together. And then, we can figure out more stuff as we go along. So we'll do like 500 for the 2-pack Transformers. And then whenever what we'll think of, we'll just send both of those Gundam kits out. And then whatever we do next, we'll figure out.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll be doing more giveaways. So as the channel grows and more streams, we'll be doing. The thing is, I'm finding more time now to do more streams and also doing what I'm doing with my videos. I will be doing more review videos pretty soon. I have a buddy of mine that want to showcase his camera work, and he wants to do some of the B-reel for me for some of the unboxings of my figures. At the moment, in my situation, I cannot do any B-roll, like my reviews I used to do. I can't do those at the moment. But my buddy wants to do them. He wants to do the B-rolls, and then I'll come in and narrate them. Kind of like what Denobi 2 does with his stuff.
Okay.
Where he shoots everything, and then he narrates them, and he just talks about the figure and all that. That he does that. That's sort of what I'm going to do with my reviews. But I'm not going to be hands-on with it. My buddy is going to be. So, and then we also got miniature heroes that we're working to try and get done. We're almost done with all the episodes as far as voice work is concerned, and then my sets had to be done as well. So we're looking to get the sets done pretty soon. Maybe in April we'll start shooting for miniature heroes. We'll see. Should be fun.
Yeah, I mean, and potential topic, for next stream or wherever, if you want to do a one of your videos, do or do not. Insurance on your collectibles. Considering most, again, if you have renter's insurance or if you have standard homeowners policy, guess what, boys and girls? If they're considered collectibles, you're not going to be covered unless you either get a rider or a specific insurance coverage from a company that does collectibles. So, again, take a bit of research, look into that, because, again, most of your figures, your collectibles, will not be covered under your standard homeowners insurance policy unless, A, you have a specific rider for it, or there's a specific provision in your specific policy.
Good to know. Good to know. Good spread the help there, because I am looking to look, because I think I spoke to Sean about this a while back, and he priced me on how much everything's going to be for me, and I think it was be about $200 or $300 a year for my collection so far. So I might be able to do that with that insurance. The only thing with doing the insurance on your collectibles is that you can't update the prices. Whatever is selling it now is how much, like, let's say that figure, like, let's say there's a fire happens. Whatever you priced up your figure during that time when you insured them is how much you're going to get.
Yeah, that's that might be specific to some policies or some companies, but I can tell you, like, I go through a company called American Collectible Insurance. Now, I have a spreadsheet. Like, every figure I have, I've got the receipts saved both on my computer and the cloud. I have a running spreadsheet. So, and what they do is they go off the current market value. Basically they'll look, if it's an old figure, say if it's, the Han Solo and Stormtrooper armor. It's not at retail, so what are they going to do? They're going to go off eBay. They're going to look at basically three completed sales. They're going to look at the highest, they're going to look at the lowest, and they're going to look at the middle. They're going to take the average of all three. And that's what they're going to determine market value is, not what I paid for it. Again, that's my company. Again, every company is different. Policies are different, so your miles are going to vary.
Twitter Trash said, wouldn't you have to add each new collectible as you go as well? As you go, yes, you want to update it. But who I was talking with told me that in their policy, I can't update the prices of the older figures. It always has to be something that, like, if something new I get in, then I can update my portfolio. But I can't update the portfolio as in, let's say I bought Clint Eastwood Mando over here for $250. He's going for $500 right now. And let's say I do present it, through the insurance that it is selling for $500. And then let's say it goes up to $1,000 later, and it's only presented as a $500 figure through the insurance. So I only would get $500 back, or a portion of that. I won't get the $1,000 right now. I won't be able to buy this back with, but the way you're saying it, that there's different policies for different companies. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah, because what it does is, like, in my spreadsheet, it's basically what the figure is, the title, the identification, the origin date it was produced, date I created it, what I paid for it, and basically how did I establish the current market value. And unfortunately, the only way that you can legitimately do it and that can be checked by the insurance companies is usually by eBay sales. Now, be honest, eBay sales are either your greatest help or your worst bane, because if you're trying to get something and cheap, and a lot of, like, the selling threads and pages, they'll use eBay as the guideline. So you might not get a deal, but at the same time, you have something insured, something happens, they only have to go to eBay. They're going to look at the, 3 winning bids and auctions. They're going to take the average of those 3, and that's what you get. You could, you're not going to lose money, but you could make yourself the actual market value. Again, that's how my policy is.
I got you. I'm going to have to look up with you about that after the stream sometime in the near future, because I'm at, let me see, 20 grand in Funko Pops, and then I'm about there with Hottoys right now. So, shoot. Yeah, I'm going to have to consider doing. I'm gonna have to consider doing insurance because I am looking. I'm just trying to find a proper insurance that will help me out with my collectibles. Because, like I said, if I go with this insurance, I can't go back and change the price. Like, let's say Super Shadow right now. He's my most expensive Funko Pop right now. He's at $500. Maybe next year, he's $1,000, right? I can't go back. Like I said, I can't go back and change the price or update it because I put him up as 500.
Yeah. No, and another thing too is, again, a lot of companies too, they're going to differ on what they consider quote unquote a high value item. Now, for my company, if it's anything over $2,000 by itself, then I need to specifically and individually document that. And I need to specifically give that information to the insurance company. Now, I am not required to give them my running checklist, but, I do it basically every 3 to 6 months. And especially like I renewed in November. So I sent them all my updated spreadsheet. Basically, this is the date it was complete. Here's everything as lays updated now. But I've heard other places, if something's over, $1,000, you have to do that. Other places it's $500 that you specifically need to document that. You take
Document
pictures.
that, or what's the word I'm looking for?
Like, well,
what's the other one where they had to send it to a
appraisal.
Appraisal, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't see anything in that portion until you're getting into the like $10,000 to $20,000 range. So, yeah, the only hot toy that ever could typically reach that would probably be the Kevin Feige one because there's only one ever made.
I got you. The update appraisal, you may be able to update the price. It sounds like the policy you looked at is an agreed value policy. Possibly. I still have to look up different policies that are out there. Hopefully I find one pretty soon because the more and more I hear horror stories, the more anxiety I'm getting hit. Especially with these figures because, shoot, man, it's getting up there. But all right, guys, we're an hour and 43 freaking minutes. Thank you for everyone who has popped up. Thank you, Don, for coming up to the stream and sharing some good conversation. And
yeah,
I'm seeing. Let me just go to the comments. What's up?
Yeah, I was just reading that baseline. Never let your house burn down or get burglared. Yep.
Yeah, I was going through the comments just to make sure everybody's all checked out. But yeah, just be safe. Just play it safe with your house. Check your cords. Play it safe. Then obviously that's part of the collectible roller coaster ride, getting them and keeping them. But all right, guys, thank you for coming. Usually our streams are on Wednesday between 8:30 p.m. and however long we're gonna go through. But we start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. PST. Because I know a lot of because I know Rocky and Adam, they're in PST, so they usually are. That's around their time. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Hopefully, we'll see you guys on the next Geeking Out live stream on Wednesday. I should have another review coming up pretty soon. I am looking to do more reviews, but we'll see about that. Don, it's always a pleasure.
All right, I'll talk to you later, man.
All right. Hasta la vista, everyone. Peace.
All right. Hey, everyone, have a good day.